World of YouTube, True Crime, Terror Site, and everything else. Today we're going over some comments someone has initially made against me. Now, of course, everybody knows that I like to go over comments when they're seemingly to be very extreme. And first off, I'd like to mention in the video that it is commented for Christina Whitaker. I believe it was. Yep, Christina Whitaker. And, well, this person is very flat, blunt, right out, straight. Hates my guts. Calls me below of a 0 IQ. Does a number of things of ridiculing her own family, husband, kids. This person just goes on and on and on, and as you can see, this is a nice person that likes to talk, boy. Gonna talk about getting carpal tunnel. Well, you know, everybody's have freedom of speech, First Amendment. Of course, I'm not going to write back to this person, only that I did make a video about him. I try not to mention her name nor show it, but I'm sure it's going to do it. But, of course, anybody can read it. I will not delete these messages. Oh, no, I won't. I don't know. Yeah. This woman, I believe, is claiming, unless she's just, I don't know. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. And I got a rocket stuck in my throat. I'm going to be ever seared in her brain. And what I like to mention before I go on about all this, if you want to just read for now. Sorry, the video is sideways, but it's the only way I can do these comments. And I'd rather do it this way than screenshot it, because I'll be doing 6 or 7 pictures. So, this I can just scroll down. But in one of these comments, they're talking about me, disgracing the family of Christina. Excuse me. Disgracing her. And I listened to the video again. Well, I didn't listen to it before, but I listened to it last night just to make sure what this person is saying, you know, just to make sure. And on my end, I feel as if I'm covered and I have not done nothing wrong. Nothing. As usual. And I would like to say I even said it in my video. I'm not this, trying to sound like a friggin' jerk. I'm not trying to put words in my mouth that are untrue. And what this woman here needs to understand is my videos are all based on, once again, thoughts, theories, ideas. They're not the facts. They're not the truth. I do my research. And I only throw in stuff that I think could have happened. Not what happened. Not how it happened. Not the facts of what happened. It's just thoughts, theories, ideas. And I like to make that perfectly clear to this person. As if in everybody else that I've had a comment like this come up, and gratefully I write back in the most, polite or politest manner, because I'm not going to sit here and have a piss match with someone. I used to do that and sit there and argue back and forth on comments, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Everybody has their right to say what they want. And I will leave these, of course, up on my channel until the day I'm dead. Everybody has, but all in all, I want to make sure everybody knows that, right, I'm not here to downgrade nobody. I'm not here to insult nobody, especially Christina Whitaker in her tragic story. The only thing I did downgrade or deliberately say something about was the bar. And yes, there's plenty of bars in my town. Some are damn well maintained, which I'll put a shout out right now, and it's called Miranda's Pub. Alright? This bar is just uniquely intensified with social interaction of, say so, the most kindest, humble people that you could imagine that goes into this Miranda's Pub. I know the owner personally. Matter of fact, I'm right now have a kind of a bar light that was given to me, and I'm gonna dress it up for him, and in the honor of the person that had passed away, I wanted to give that to him. From me too, because I feel like it has the needs to do this. But there are other bars throughout my area. Bear with me. As I was saying, I had a little cough attack. In the other bars throughout my area, one of them I know personally. One of them I used to be a regular customer, and one of them is known for being very, very, I'm sorry to say, but run down. Now, in this bar, you get all your unusual folks. And I wouldn't even put it past to have the same type of thing happen in this bar that what happened to the bar Christina was visiting. And, of course, I will not display the name. But I will say this. Just recently, due to some recent fighting and violence in this bar, and one night I went out to relax, Halloween night to be in fact, a fight broke out, and it wasn't pleasant. And this bar has too much stuff going on in it that is just beyond recognition. And these are the type of bars, like Christina's case, right, that you cannot put yourself in that predicament and expect to come out in a humble fashion. So, I mean, for this person to lash out on me, to say I'm disrespecting her family, and all this, whatever. Say what you will. I still have my constitutional rights, freedom of speech. Of course, she says here, don't know why you have a YouTube channel or even working on cases. Well, with my thoughts, theories, ideas is stuff that I say and I do, because when I look through articles and I do my research, I do not see the things that I say of my thoughts and theories and ideas when you're on a criminal case. Anyways, excuse me again, you gotta bring out each and everything that you could possibly think of. besides just the main motive of the case, which would be, oh, she was at the bar, she lost her phone, she disappeared without a trace, and, all the stuff that's already been known. A lot of articles I read say the same thing, and there's no other thoughts, theories, ideas in there. And yes, I did say, oh, and there's another thing that really gets me is a couple people, especially someone that lives in that town, told me I got the police station wrong in this video. Okay, we'll scroll down if everybody's going to keep reading, because I will get to this anyway, but, alright, the police station, just say, is on the same damn street as the post office. And, it's down the street from the friggin' bar. And for people to sit there and ridicule me once again because the bar ain't there, that's the post office, you frickin' moron, You're gonna sit back and think, who is the person that is being very rude? In my case, when stuff comes out like this, and I've even, like I said, did it but stopped, because you know what? Honestly, that's bullying. You're sitting there and you're taking a big old thing and blowing out of proportion. I used to sit there and argue with people of, oh, who's the best rock and roll band in the world? And then I'd lash out and say, you're wrong, this is the one, and you're wrong, and what the hell's the matter with you, and you're stupid, and if you think you know it all, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, alright, I got old. That got old, and right, I gave up on it. Just gave up. Because you know what? It doesn't matter who is what, who comes where, who's what, who's the best. When it all narrows down to the end of the day, people got their own thoughts, theories, and they should just have their own thoughts and theories. And if people don't like it, don't watch it. You don't like me? Good. Stay off my channel. But I'll be damned if someone's going to sit here and ridicule me like this, because that's bullying. This is a whole, not only this one, as you can see, goes on and on and on. Alright? On and on and on. You got this one that goes on. You got this one that goes on. This one, blah, blah, blah. And then the poor woman, then this poor guy, this poor husband, I don't know. If you just keep going and reading on this, the safety of others, do not look up my sister on her death, because I'll be burying you right next to her. Burying. Well, she's going to talk about my lack of, talking about how I talk. But burying. She don't even know how to spell burying. Burying is B-U, right? B-U, not bear. So, all I can say is this woman, right, has some issues. And no, if you don't want me to do, I won't even touch your sister's death, because, right, who knows what's really going on in that death. And, yeah, I would come up with lots of thoughts and theories and ideas of whatever the case may be, so, but, whatever, don't worry, I'm not going to look up your sister's death, because just by listening and talking to you, yeah, you can have that, thanks. I never called Christina a whore. I like to make that quite clear. I did mention something as, saying that, that being a little piggy wiggy. Yeah, I was talking about how some people judgmental these stories, and some people literally jump to the gun to say, yes, oh yes, that girl's a friggin', she was a whore and she got what she deserved. No, nobody gets what they deserve, alright? Now, on the other hand, if they're out there being a hooker, getting paid, yeah, because their life is just, poor, whatever, whatever the case may be. But I never once called this girl a whore. I was just saying and making my statement, and you can put this in your little brain there, lady, little pea brain, and listen to this, because I was making a statement that I'm not going to agree with everybody else that would come out and say. That's where I was going with my comments. Piggy Wiggy and all this. I'd have doubt she was one of them. And I said it in that video that she was not. She was just the type of person I say that like to be the life of the party. Would like to, unloose and unwind like everybody else. But yet when you get too going in that direction of being too carefree, things happen. She was a bit carefree. It doesn't make her no whore as you're calling her. Or you're saying I'm calling her. You're the one that said the words. I didn't. And I made sure I went over that video last night to remember what I said. And yes, I did say colored lady. Because I got other videos up there that are white women. Now, if I would have said something of the lines of, oh, this other missing girl, same thing. Yeah, I got hundreds of videos of missing girls. So, I just doing that. And that's something that was in a term of my day back in the 70s and 80s. That colored woman there. And that's how people used to talk. Because I'm not racist. And I'm not going to sit there and call them the N-word. I call them, hey, and then you got hundreds of women in this world. If you got friends that are white and black or Spanish, and yeah, you would say the color lady, because that's how we used to say it when I was a kid. Or the black lady. I mean, whatever. I forgot the name, and I still forget the name because I got hundreds of videos up. Hundreds of videos. I'm already probably up in the 4,000s with videos, for crying out loud. I can't remember everybody. And especially when times is rough with me. Alright? I went through 4, 5 deaths within 2 years. Alright? You're going to sit here and ridicule me on what I say? No, I put out there, once again, to say I will not agree with anybody to say she was a whore or a pig or whatever the slam pig you want to put it as. I didn't call her that. I said I wasn't going to call her that because I don't agree with people that think like that. Just because a person's out in the bar, all I do agree with is that she had a carefree personality and didn't keep her guard up. There's one thing I'm educated in, lady. I'm educated in the streets. I've grown up in the streets. And if you watch some of my videos, which you probably won't, I don't care, whatever, you'll get it here firsthand. I was born on the wrong side of the tracks. But I'm doing better for myself. And I'm trying to keep myself from being from the wrong side of the tracks. You can say what you will. You can ridicule me all you want. But as you can see, you're the enforcer. You're here giving out all the dirty little names and calling people names or calling me names as you blow up on my screen, writing all this garbage and putting words in my mouth that I did not even say. Yeah, that's right. And yet she goes on to say the blue buildings. Yeah, my do recorder here puts a color on the friggin' video for some apparent reason. I'm not doing that. The do recorder does that. And whatever. It's just something different, something to look at. Blue. You're sitting here thinking I'm doing this on purpose. And as for the stupid police station, yeah, sometimes I scroll down the street and it don't go where I want it to go. Sometimes I can't get it up. So whatever the frig I was doing, I took maybe the screenshots just to get that stupid building up. Hey, I did what I did. At least I know that stupid friggin' building of the police station is on the same street. Oh, geez, excuse me, that's a post office. You see how you all gonna get sly and sit there and bash someone down. I'm just, whatever, on your phone because you don't know how to edit a goddamn video. Yeah, I don't know how to edit a video, right? I could do things and I could put things up on this video app. But you know what? I don't have a computer. If I had a computer, I'd probably do a little better. And YouTube, I've already been analyzed by YouTube specialists, and he did say the only thing wrong with my videos is the camera that I use. So I'm trying to step up my game, but hey, when you can't afford something like me, and you're down and below, beneath the level that I am, yeah, what can you do? All I can do is put my ugly looking smug face that annoys you, my voice that sounds like razor blades or whatever. Oh well, I usually do my best to clear my throat. Someone had said that before. Hey, but I ain't got no narrators, and how am I gonna pay for someone when I can't even pay for a standard camera? I do have a 4K camera, but I need the TV to do all the downloading and this and that, and I don't have that either. Computer you need. So, if you don't know what you're talking about on this end, then you shouldn't even be talking, right? If you don't know a person, what gives you the right to blast all this on my channel and comments? So, jump off a cliff. Oh man, I feel like you dropping my poor husband and is about ready to go jump off a cliff from having to listen to me bitch back to you for the last hour and a half. So I feel again that you're going to have a fun-filled long hour and a half time of your life. Wow. So is this what this woman does? Sit up all night, watch YouTube videos, and if they come out wrong, she's going to be judgmental. She is the judge, the jury, and the executioner, because she's going to bury me alive next to her sister if I do a video on that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Can you believe this? I'm telling you, man, I'm speechless. Speechless. But I like to do these videos because, right, who's got the problem here? Not me. Who has just the simple fact of education-wise IQ? It sounds like a friggin' killer to me. Wow. So you're gonna insult me? There it is, IQ to below 0. And at the moment, she feels like she's at an IQ of a 0, just listening to me. That's fine. Hey, whatever. No one said to jump on my channel and watch my videos, and if you're that infuriated, you just gotta shut the video off and just go on about your business and watch another video. Make you feel happy. She can't understand how her husband stayed married to me as long. This woman needs therapy. This woman needs straight therapy. You need to go vent to a therapist. Yeah, you sit here and venting to me. I'm not a therapist, but I have one. You need a therapist. You know, people like this, it's sad. It's very sad. It's sad to see this is right. You know, I'm not going to sit here and bash this woman. I'm not going to sit here and like I used to and sit there and say, hey, well, F you and F that and shut your effing mouth. And no, I'm not going to go below 0 in my IQ. I get the better end of the stick and I tug on it and I win. Because this is straight up bullying. This is name calling. And you're threatening my life, all right? You're threatening me to bury me. And this is all crimination stuff. If I really wanted to, but I wouldn't, I could bring you to court with all this kind of crimination stuff. You know, there's one thing I've noticed and learned in life, being on the wrong side of the tracks, getting in trouble all my life, sitting in that courtroom and listening to each and everybody's case. I learned a thing or two about the law and what you should do and what you should not do. And this right here, I would never threaten someone with their lives. Just, you know, unless someone killed my son, unless someone, you know, killed my wife, my kids, killed any family member. then I'd have no hesitation of finding that person and beating them down. But as you can see, the metabolism that this person has, it's sad. It is sad. And I would never do this or say this to nobody. Being the first person in America to ever leave me speechless. However, I'm not sweat just now because I'm gonna waste your time the way you wasted my time, and in the hopes of dropping your goddamn IQ. A lot of anger in this woman. Yes, I do have PTSD due to bullies like you. But you know what? I've learned myself, not even through therapy, that to be the better person is to get up and walk away. Bye. That's right. But let's go on to see what else is going on. You know, here she is gonna ridicule her kid. For a quick moment, thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was the first man on the moon. Now another thing. You wanna ridicule me? Why are you gonna put your kid out on this platform? You know, there's things that my kids can't do or say or think, but I would never throw them under the bus. My kid's diagnosed with something right now that I don't reveal. It's called a disability, but it's more than a disability, but I ain't revealing it. All my kids have disability because of the way the world is ran today. You know, my kids are all over the place with this kind of stuff, too. There's some things my kids come out and say, oh, what is this or what is that? And what do? I do what a parent does, and I teach them. I teach them what that is. I teach them, like when my kids come up to say to me, when we're listening to an AC/DC song, and my kids calling him Aerosmith. All right? I don't sit there and laugh. I don't sit there and say, what are you effing stupid? Are you stupid and dumb? That ain't Aerosmith. That's AC/DC, dummy, you stupid piece of... No. You educate them. You give them knowledge, what you know. And I'm a huge fan of music, all right? Huge fan of music. And for this right here, that disgusts me to have your kid up here just because your kid thought was the first man on the moon. I'm going to ridicule him. You need therapy, sister. You need therapy. And then, you know what? It is what it is. Kind of, that gives you any kind of indication of what I've been to deal with for 23 years, what you dealt with for 23 years, what you dealt with. What about the things around that your kids deal with? What about, what your husband deals with? You know what? I'm not a therapist, but I know damn well that you need to step back and take a deep breath. And you need to really lighten up on people. Whether they do something stupid or not, or say something stupid or not, or forget a name, or call someone by some nature that is properly what is to be said, you need to take the step back and you need to take a look into that mirror right there, with your face in it, not my ugly puss. You know, whoa, step back, take a breath. You know, you can go on all day with this, oiled out by the fire department. You know, this is fire trucks. What was this, blocking the road for the fire trucks coming? So that just tells you what I deal with with my kids. He's also silly putty glued his nakedness to the bathroom vanity. Oh my God, I read this earlier and it's Jesus, man, I don't need to know all this. Everybody is not perfect. The world is definitely not perfect. You are truly not perfect. But for someone to come out with the damaging words that you do, and you're sitting here throwing your family under the bus, you need help. You need major help. And I will not apologize to that, because I've been around people all my life of nuts, whack jobs, normal people, rich people, through the roof. I've been around a lot of people. I've been hanging with the rich, the homeless on the tracks. That's right. Drink booze with the homeless. Now her husband is digging himself a grave. Took that 15 minutes or 90 minutes, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Going and going again. Got 4 boys. I can talk forever about the stupid shit about nothing, so do you. Wanna hear about what we're gonna do for Christmas? This is another one, good man. And I really thought I was done here for a second, but this is the one where, I said the colored woman I covered, it's unserious. And what they're gonna do for Christmas is her son is, you can read all this, if you haven't read through what I was going through, but the kids petrified of nuns. So instead of elf on the shelf, we're going to have nuns on the shelf. Alright? That tells you something of the mentality of this person. Serious, as a fact, she did a video of the colored lady and the stinky tuna. It was in the stinky tuna. It's the ugly tuna. And the guy's name was Brian. Yeah, I forgot about that. The Brian story of the ugly tuna. But, I can't bust her chops. Of course, you can see she don't know how to spell. But for the love of these victims and their families, do not do any more videos. True crime. We're going to cut that off right here. Because you know what? It sucks to say, folks. This is what I deal with. This is what the world's got to deal with. And I feel sorry for that woman's family. Because you know what? I might be doing a video about it, but she's the one who put that damn crap up on my page. Right here on YouTube. Bullying, criticizing, insulting. The many, many words that has made this world the way it is today. Hate. I can't bear to even think of what really goes on in that poor woman's house. I feel sorry for her. She does need major therapy. And it's sad. It's sad. I do not believe in God, but God bless you. I'm a Native American. I believe in the true spirits of my chiefs and warriors that once took on what they were truly formed to be. That's what I believe in. And that's what I gotta turn myself into today. In today's society. And I need to live into the old-fashioned ways that my mind has been set on since the day my eyes opened to this great, terrible sight of world. That's exactly where I came up with my logo. Due to the world and all the chaos, all this bullying, all this, ridiculing, all this hate, murder, rape, disappearances. This is what the world reminds me of, and that's what it says right there. Terrible sight. But as you can see, anybody that puts down labels like this, anybody that puts down the words in the comment box like that, and then, you know what, I don't expect anybody to go right beyond belief and hound this woman. I honestly think, need to leave her alone. And this message is for you. You should take a step back. Wake up to reality. Stop what you're saying. Because as you can see, you're going to sit there when I make sure that when I make my videos, and I'm going to end it here, my videos with courtesy, my videos with respect, my videos with just our thoughts, theories, and ideas. They are not the truth. They are not nothing to do with the facts. They are properly looked at like I do. I go through every article I can find, and I just throw in there what I think could have happened to a person in that time frame and map it out and look into it, and that's all I do. I do not call people names. I do not throw them under the bus and ridicule them for what they've been doing so much as going out to a bar. I will ridicule bars that are not properly maintained, like a bar called Miranda's Pub. Now, if we could have more bars like that, the social environment like that, this world would be a better place to live. Have more unique, have more genuine people that go out and just have a good time, socialize, and have a few drinks, not get obliviated, drunk, blackout, and end up missing. No. And, I'm sorry, but you keep on rambling on like this. You need help. I don't need help. If one day I get a message from people, actual family members, it sounds like you think I don't know if you're a family member, but I will take in consideration of saying, hey, whatever, I'll stop, but you know what? I don't see me doing nothing wrong. This is a freedom of speech. This is a free country, and the First Amendment stands tall on my rack. And I believe in the 10 commandments of Christ, that thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, that's the only thing I would probably believe in to God. Other than that, this world is a friggin' nightmare. And people like you putting up stuff like that, whoa. You need to slow down, step back, and take a look in the mirror. And I'm sorry, I'm not quitting my videos for you. No way. There's no way, because I ain't doing nothing wrong. Doing nothing wrong. You're doing wrong, though. Putting your family members down there on my page and making them look like whatever you think isn't going on in your mind, your brain. Till that next video, people, be safe, take care, and always beware. You do not know who lives among us. You can end up like Christine Whitaker, or you can end up like this. Ooh, a lot to take in, folks. A lot to take in. Out.